Hello everyone. In this video I am going to explain you about two more types of barometer, but why there is need of more types of barometer. For that I have given the reason, because there must be some fault or some demerits in simple barometer. That's why we needed another type of barometer. So after simple barometer we will learn about 14 barometer and then Android barometer. So first of all we are going to learn what are the demerits of barometer, which is already given in your book also. So if you want, you may copy from here or by book. So the first reason was there is no protection for the glass tube. If you will go in detail about the simple barometer, you will see there is a glass tube, okay, a straw, but there is not any protection, okay, it may be broken. So that was the first demerit, and actually that is the main difference between the simple barometer and 14 barometer. It is properly set in a container. That is the main difference between these two barometers. Otherwise these both are liquid barometer, and Android barometer is a barometer in which there is no liquid. So what is the second demerit? The surface of mercury in the straw is open, therefore there are chances that the impurities may fall in and get mixed with the mercury of the straw, okay, because it is open, so maybe something fallen inside the straw, it will mix with the mercury, so it will affect the reading, okay. Now it is inconvenient to move the barometer from one place. It is about simple barometer, not about 14 barometer. We can easily carry 14 barometer but not simple barometer. So we have written as the demerit, it is inconvenient to move the simple barometer from one place to another, or in other words we can say that simple barometer is not portable. We can't carry it from one place to another place easily, okay. And last point, a scale cannot be fixed with the tube to measure the atmospheric pressure if there is change in height of the mercury, okay. So the above demerits have been removed in the 14 barometer. So we are going to discuss about 14 barometer. So let's see what we are going to learn. As I told you that barometers are of three types. So how I have divided, let's see. It is liquid barometer, okay. Second is Android barometer. It means there is no liquid in Android barometer. And there are two types of barometer. Already we have learned about simple barometer, and now we are going to learn about 14 barometer. It is also a liquid barometer. Then what is the difference? Let's start. 14 barometer. This is an antique looking barometer. It is also measures atmospheric pressure just like other barometer, and can be used to predict weather changes. I am going to draw a diagram so that I can explain you properly. Now children, in this diagram we will try to understand the construction of 14 barometer. So see what I have drawn. Almost 14 barometer is like that. It consists of a narrow glass tube of length 85 centimeter or 90 centimeter. Can you see this tube? Length of this tube, this red mark tube, is about 85 centimeter to 90 centimeter, okay. This tube is closed at one end and has a opening at the other end. As you have remembered in simple barometer, we have seen this tube is closed from one end and second end is merged in a container. Similarly here is a tube. Its length is about 85 centimeter to 90 centimeter. This tube is closed from one end and has an opening at the other end, okay. It is completely immersed in a container which is filled with mercury. This is also filled with mercury, and this container is also filled with mercury. This is glass vessel, okay, and this glass vessel is having a leather cup at the bottom. Try to understand. This is a glass tube. This container is also made up of glass, and this is covered with a leather cup, okay. The cup contains mercury and behaves like a straw, as we have learned in simple barometer. Similarly this also works like a straw, okay. The open end of the tube is dipped into mercury of the cup. You must think about a simple barometer. The glass tube is protected by enclosing it in a brass case. See children, I have drawn a diagram. This is a brass case. This is the difference between the simple barometer and barometer. This whole container is fixed in this brass case so that it is easy to carry it from one place to another place. Okay. At the bottom of the brass case there is a screw S. Can you see? There is a screw S. The end of which supports the leather cup of the glass vessel. With the help of this screw, it is supported. This cup is balanced with the help of this screw. The leather cup can be raised up or lowered down with the help of the screw. By rotating it, we can move it up or down. To adjust the mercury level in the glass vessel, the mercury level in the glass vessel is adjusted to coincide with the 0 mark of the main scale. Here I have drawn the lines to show that this is the place for main scale and this is for vernier scale. Okay, and there is another screw which we have named as R. The mercury level in the glass vessel is adjusted to coincide with the 0 mark of the main scale. Okay, graduated in millimeter, attached with the brass tube. This main scale is attached with this brass container. Okay, this 0 mark of this main scale is just at this pointer, ivory pointer, that is denoted as I. Okay, the 0 mark of the fixed scale is at the tip of an ivory pointer I, which is distinctly visible from the outside. The upper part of the brass tube has a slit in it so as to note the mercury level in the glass tube. As I have shown here, the slit, the glass tube. For accurate measurement, there is a vernier scale is provided, which can be adjusted with the help of screw R. A vernier scale is provided which slides over the main scale by using the screw R, and we name this screw as R, this screw as S, and this pointer as I. The main scale by using the screw R. A thermometer T is also mounted on the case which records the room temperature. One thing we have to note down, what is the special thing about 14 barometer, as we have told that about this container, brass container, plus second thing is thermometer. There is no thermometer setting in simple barometer, but here that is provided. Why? Because we have seen that if there is change in temperature, that is in room temperature, the pressure also vary. So with the help of change in temperature, we may think that why there is rise or fall in atmospheric pressure at the same place. So that's why 14 barometer is also having a thermometer fixed with this container. At the end of construction, you may note down these points also, as I have written here. This long tube highlighted in red has mercury in it. Okay. Second, the top of the tube is closed and bottom is submerged in pool of mercury. Already I have told you this part is closed and this is submerged in the pool of mercury. That is a glass vessel and it is closed with leather cup. Third point, the surface of pool of mercury continuously facing atmospheric. See children, this we are talking about this surface. It continuously facing atmospheric pressure, right? So when there is increase in atmospheric pressure, there is rise in the liquid level in this tube. So we can say that there is an increase in atmospheric pressure, and in reverse, see what I have written, the surface of pool of mercury continuously facing atmospheric pressure. If atmospheric pressure increases, the surface of pool of mercury experiences greater force and the height of Hg, that is mercury in tube, rises. In reverse, what happens? While if the atmospheric pressure decreases, as it does right before the storm, if there is chances of storm, before that the atmospheric pressure in general decreases. So while if atmospheric pressure decreases, the mercury level in tube drops. Now we will learn how we can take measurement of, or how we can read the correct measurement of atmospheric pressure with the help of 14 barometer. So let's see what we will do. First of all, we have to check that this level of mercury in this container glass vessel, which is covered with leather cup, we have to check this level must match with 0 of our main scale, okay, which is set by Avery. By this pointer it is indicated. So you just think if it is less lowered, maybe the level is here, not there. So what you will do, you just use the screw and try to bring the level of this liquid up to, with the help of this screw, as you can adjust this level, okay. And the condition is that it must matches with 0 of your scale, because reading starts from here and you have to read the reading up to which level it touches, okay. So what we will do, with the help of screw, if it is lowered, bring it upper, or if it is above 0, so bring it lower up to 0.0, okay. Then what, after that you read this reading of main scale, whatever is reading is written, you note down that, and this vernier scale also for accurate measurement. And then we multiply this vernier scale reading with least count and then add both the data. That will give you barometric height, that is the atmospheric pressure of that place. Same thing I have written here, see the heading I have written, that measurement of atmospheric pressure with the help of a 14 barometer. First step is what? First, the level of mercury in the leather cup is raised up or lowered down with the help of the screw, as this screw, so that the mercury level in the glass vessel just touches every point I, this point I. And why this point? Because it is just parallel to 0, okay. The position of Hg level in the barometer tube is noted with the help of the main scale, and this reading we will take. And here this reading is for main scale and this reading is by vernier scale. Then what, the position of Hg level, that is mercury level in the barometer tube, is noted with the help of the main scale S and vernier scale R. Here is your vernier scale, okay. Now barometric height, for that what we will do, we will add both the readings. That's why I've written barometric height is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading. In this way you may note down the height of the mercury level, and that will be the atmospheric pressure of that place. Now we are going to start third type of barometer, that is aneroid barometer. Now children, we will try to understand the construction of aneroid barometer and how it works. First thing is that children, aneroid barometer is totally different from the previous two barometers. As I told you, those both are liquid barometer, and here there is no use of any liquid. So let's try to understand what is the construction. Aneroid barometer. Say children, this is the figure where this setting is done. The main part of this aneroid is this one, the partially evacuated box. I have tried to show you here from the upper part. You can understand this is the top view of this partially evacuated box. It works like a diaphragm. It is vacant from inside. It is hollow box, okay, but it is circular. And with the help of vacuum pump, what we will do, we will make it evacuated. Then what? And when the air pressure will work on it, we can read the reading on this scale. How it will happen? Let's try to understand. As we have evacuated it, it means there is low pressure and here is atmospheric pressure, okay. On the top of it there is lever connected with it, okay. So when it will pressed, the lever will start working, and this lever is connected with the help of the chain, and this chain is connected with the pointer, and there is the circular scale. So in this way you can read the reading on this scale about the atmospheric pressure. So if the atmospheric pressure will increase or decrease accordingly, it press this diaphragm, that is a partially evacuated box, okay. Then what will happen? This lever will work, okay, and with the help of that, because this is connected with that chain, and then chain is connected with pointer, so the pointer will move, and when it will become stationary, we will note down the atmospheric pressure.